Barney Frank is in charge of the Finance Committee. Barney Frank was pushing loans to poor people, which, you know, look, we feel bad for Americans who aren't making a lot of money. They need a house, too. How culpable is Barney Frank on this?
Well, the whole effort, starting with the Clinton administration, in which Franklin Raines, who had been Clinton's director of the budget, became the head of Fannie Mae, the biggest single institution lending money for housing, got $90 million in 6 years, and is now Barack Obama's advisor on housing. They announced very proudly in 1999 they were going to put people in housing that couldn't afford it. Now, you don't do somebody a service if you get them overextended into a home they can't afford. If you get them training so they can get a better job, that's good. If you teach them how to save money so they can someday afford a house, that's good. But overextending people, as liberals did throughout this period, is not a good thing. And frankly, Republicans began to go along with it because the political pressure was so great. How could you say you didn't want poor people to have a house? Well, it turns out if you're too poor to afford a house, in the long run you get hurt if you were lured by the government. And I think a lot of the pressure on Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and other lending institutions was pressure directly from the politicians to help the poor get into houses they couldn't afford.